because okay, I was on the wrong one. No. Hello, Vanessa. Um,
Hello, hello.
I never got you there. I never got your number.
You didn't? Oh,
Because you. Oh, you know what? Or did you get? You gave it to me, or did you?
yeah,
You
I
gave it
thought,
to me. I
yeah, I
forgot.
gave it.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that, and till just now. I said I got her number, but you
It's
did
so,
give it to
it's so, it's okay,
me. Let
because
me
I
get
know
it.
you're busy just like I am. Because I'm.
No, let me take it right now before everybody get
Okay.
on. What is it again?
Oh,
Okay.
wait, aren't you recording?
Oh, don't give it to me now. We'll give it to me after that. You have mine? Do you have mine?
Mm,
Okay, we'll talk about it after
yeah.
this.
Okay.
Yes, we
Okay.
are recording. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll be getting started shortly. Good to have you on, Vanessa. Let me see who else is on. I don't know how to. Normally, I like to stop the recording before we start, but doesn't give me access to do that. Um, uh-oh. Welcome everyone. Come on in. We'll be starting shortly, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Trying to get back to. Welcome, everyone. Come on in. I am Rachelle. I will be your host today. We'll be starting just a minute. I like to give people a few minutes to jump on, and we'll be starting very, very shortly. So come on in. Hope you guys have had an amazing Sunday so far. Welcome, 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 everyone. Come on in. I'll be starting shortly. If you are if you are a guest, just hold on. You're going to get some important information you're going to receive today. If you are a distributor and you have a guest that you haven't seen on yet, I would say just go ahead and take a few minutes and go ahead and call them. Let them know we'll be starting in just a couple of minutes. I like to give people about 3 to 4 minutes to jump on since we're just starting, since we're just getting the call started. So yeah, you still got a couple of minutes and we'll get started. Welcome, everyone. We'll be starting in just a couple more minutes, give people a chance to jump on. My name is Rachelle, so I'm happy to have you on this beautiful but warm Sunday afternoon. So come on in. I think you're going to hear, if you are a distributor or someone, I would say take the time, go ahead and take this moment and go ahead and call a guest. If you already invite a guest, you don't see them on right now, I would say take this moment and go ahead and call them so they can go ahead and jump on because we will be starting in about another minute. Yes. So, let me see. I have notes. Okay, I got my notes here. Mm. Hope you've all had a fantastic Sunday. Um, I'm glad to be here. It's been a while since I've done this call on a Sunday, and I'm very happy to be here tonight. So you won't be happy seeing your beautiful host, Mr. Kayetta, today. It will be me. So I'm happy to be here to do this. Just a few more seconds. I usually start about 6:05, and that's what we're going to do. And about just a few more seconds, we'll go ahead and get started. And while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and get us connected. Get rid of. Hey, Brenda. Let's see who's all here. Brenda,
How are
Rolene.
you?
Hey, darling. How you doing?
Doing well.
Awesome. Awesome. Um, yeah, so
It's good to
I
see
think
you, Rachelle.
good to see you too, darling.
Been a minute.
Always good to see. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Great to see you as well. Great to see
Okay.
you as well. So I think we're at that time. It's 6:05. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us all connected so we can
Muting
get
out, and I
started.
hope my guests arrive today. So,
Okay. Do you want to go and call them as I get you want to call them as I get things connected and maybe they'll still be able to join us before we get too far into it, if you
okay. Well,
want
they
to.
say they say that they got the message, the text. So,
Oh, they did. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
I'm muting out. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Can everyone hear me?
Yes. I can.
Awesome. Well, again, welcome, 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 everyone. My name is Rachelle. I'm so happy to be here this afternoon or this evening on this platform to be able to share some great information. So if we have any, so I want to welcome everyone that's on, but if we have any guests, if any guests are on today, just let me know. I want to tell you this. You are in a very special place. You have a very special friend or someone maybe you just met to be able to, they took enough time to invite you. To they thought enough of you to also invite you to this presentation because you're going to walk away with a lot more than what you came with because this information is full of information. So happy to be here this Sunday. Again, my name is Rochelle, and we're going to get started. Well, the name of this company is called Akana, and it means, and I'm going to ask everyone right now to mute your line so we can have a very clean call. So if you could mute your line. I see a Motorola asking them to mute. Everyone, just please right now, if you can go ahead and mute your line, would be great. So we can have a clean call. But again, the name of this company is called Akana, which means in the hands of God. And what better hands to be in, but in the hands of God. Do you know right now we are ignoring, and I mean ignoring a huge health crisis. You know, heart disease is on the rise. Cancer is on the rise, diabetes, and a shortened life. All of that is happening right now. And the reason that is because we are now digging our graves with our fork. We have a huge problem in the US, and that's what that means. It's called, and we call it suicide, means we are digging our graves with our fork. That's a phrase our very own Melissa Boston, our CEO, coined that phrase because that's exactly what's happening. If you were to look at this picture, you see our original diet. Our original diet, it consumed colorful, colorful fruits and vegetables. You know, I went to the store yesterday and I went and I was just buying all these vegetables and things. I'm going to come home and steam or eat something raw because that's what we did. It wasn't like it was a tradition. I mean, something we did just because. I mean, every once in a while, it was our diet. And because of that diet, we got our nutrients, we got our antioxidants, we got our phytonutrients. But unfortunately, so many people have moved away from that original diet that kept our bodies healthy, and they've gone to our new diet. Our new diet is colorless. It hardly has any color. It's a lot of fried, a lot of fast, a lot of preservatives, and nothing in that diet is healthy for us. The only thing that you see is got a little color is that green lettuce, and it's probably about the only thing that's on there. And many people say, don't get leave the lettuce, leave the tomato off of that thing. So we're not getting the nutrients and things that we need, and that's why we said it was a problem, and it's a problem, and it is growing every day. And there's a silent killer going around right now. Did you know in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease, guys. About 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. People don't even know they're having any health issues. That's why they call it a silent killer. The next thing you know, we will say, I just saw him. I just saw her. Well, honey, now I'm just giving you the bad news. They've passed, or they just had a major stroke, or they just had a major heart attack. But the damage is done, but the person wasn't even aware of it. We got to stop. And that's not the only thing. There's also an alarming number of our 14 to 19-year-olds where they're showing as much as 40% blockage in their arteries. And even more sad that I've talked to some doctors and they said that's bad, but we see it even in some of our 9 and 10-year-olds. That's worse. So I'm saying there is a problem. You know why? Because of the diet. Remember those pictures? I want you to keep those pictures in your mind because that has a lot to do with what I'm talking about this afternoon. And also, did you know that the significance of age 45 for African Americans? Do you know? What is significant is that you are twice more likely to die from heart disease. Yes, you're twice likely to die from heart disease. So if we were to look at these pictures, I want you to just get a picture here. So if you were to look at these pictures, we're just showing pictures of our arteries. So we have blood that flows through our arteries. We have all the different things that's supposed to run, our blood cells, all these things are supposed to run through our arteries. And guess what? We want a clear artery. We want it to look just like that first picture you see. It's optimal. The outer wall is where it's supposed to be and not overly all those things are fine. But then you go to the second picture. It's borderline, right? It's not a lot going on with it, but you start to see a little bit of plaque coming in because now we're starting to recognize that new diet and we're starting to get that plaque and we're starting to eat things that we didn't used to eat or not much of unless it was like a once in a month or once in a week, we would do. But now we're starting to have that a little bit more, but it's not terrible. The blood is still getting through okay. Then we get to that third picture and it's showing high plaque. Look how much plaque is in that. So now blood is flowing through, but it's having a harder time to flow through. So now you may feel a little something, but you may not, because like we said, heart disease is the silent killer. You may not. But then we get to that third picture. There's no blood flow. There's no blood getting through. So that either you're on a way to a heart attack. I mean, you either had a heart attack or you are having a heart attack or you just died. And it could be a stroke, heart attack, or any of those things, because that is total blockage. And that's nothing good that comes from that. But you know what? Our vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources that they need to thrive, creating a healthier, more resilient communities. Through personalized wellness for your blood type, we're breaking cycles of disease and poverty, empowering families to build a legacy of health and prosperity for generations to come. Now, there are 5 key reasons why these problems impact our communities. Number one, lack of understanding blood types. Yes, that's what I said. The lack of understanding blood type. And some of you, for the first time, you've just heard this for the first time, you probably say blood types. That's exactly what I said, blood types. But you know what? Katana is committed to helping 1 million families to learn their blood types. Because just like some of you may be saying, our blood types, yes, it plays a huge role in your health. And we are committed to helping 1 million families to learn their blood types. Let me start by telling you this. There are 4 blood types, guys. You have an A, you have a B, you have O, and you have an AB, which is a combination of both A and B. Now, your blood type is a more powerful genetic fingerprint that more powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as sure as your DNA. Let me explain a little bit about these blood types. Now, A, the A blood type equals agrarian. This is nature's vegetarians, right? They are, but so they eat mostly, and of course, fruits and vegetables. That's what their body thrives on. But they are prone to digestive and heart issues, like things like red meat, shrimp, crab, lobster, and dairy can be especially harmful to them. They are naturally creative and inventive and require peace and harmony. Then we have our B blood types. They are more balanced. They thrive on a diverse diet. But chicken, yes, chicken, you guys, shrimp, crab, and lobster can disrupt their health. They have a more balanced immune and digestive system, and they are resilient, but tend to suffer from autoimmune disease, IBS, and other issues. Then we have the O blood type. That's me. It's the oldest blood type. We thrive on a high protein diet, but things like catfish, pork, dairy, refined carbs, white wine, and gluten can cause significant issues. We have a strong immune and digestive system, but we still tend to experience more ulcers, arthritis, and thyroid issues. Then we have the AB. It's the more complex and modern. It's like both. It's a combination of both A and B, but it's the rarest blood type, and they blend traits of both A and B. They must balance the dietary restriction of both types for optimal health. Now, your blood type is the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint, you guys. Yes, the blood type. Your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with the food you eat and if those foods will cause inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. Now, in these pictures, you see someone that it looks like they have an optimal, their gut is working, it's working great. It just seems like it's digesting and everything is working well, and when you can bring that and knowing your blood type, and then and that's what you want. But then you have someone that and my eyes always go to people's guts now when I'm in the stores or in places because I know the significance of that. When I look at my own gut, I say, "Oh, we got to get you. We're gonna keep getting you down because I know the significance of having a healthy gut and eating for your blood type." So this young man, we can see that he's out there, but he's not alone, and we need to help. And it's not just people that look like that either, but we do know that we need to help everyone because everybody eats and everybody puts food in their mouth and we have to make sure they're doing it according to their blood type. Now, our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. There's nothing good that comes from lectins. But the way the Lord created this body, 95% of lectins should be sloughed off. That's like, no, we're just gonna go off the body. We're not gonna worry about it. But that's if you have a pretty decent immune system. Now, if your immune system is all jacked up and it's not working very well, it's going to be harder. You got high blood pressure, diabetes, can't all these different things. It's harder to slough them off because you have that 5% that is getting filtered into the bloodstream where they react with and destroy your red and white blood cells. So yeah, even though we're supposed to slough them off, but we got to get our immune system built back up. And many times our immune system is not where it's supposed because we're eating any and everything that we want to do. But just hold on. We're gonna get to that though. Just hold on. We're gonna give you some information on how you can help that. So I'm gonna give you a sample of a sample list of foods to avoid because I was telling you about the A blood type, and I said they are nature's vegetarians. But even being nature's vegetarians, there's still certain fruits and vegetables they still should not be eating. Okay, so let me tell you. So tomatoes, not bananas, not. We already said meat and stuff is not their friend, and these are showing chops, but really most meat is not their friend. So they eat fish. That's probably the best one. If they were to eat, probably the best one because they can break that down much easier. And white potatoes, absolutely not. Shrimp, leave it alone. That's for A blood type. Then we have B. When I hate when I have to tell our bees, there's our balance. They thrive on a diverse diet. Well, guess what? One of the things they should not be having is our delicious, most of us are group on chicken. Should not be eating chicken. It does their body no good to have chicken. avocados, black beans, shrimp, and other things in the ocean like lobster and things like that. Now you're going to see some foods that I'm going to be mentioning. You would say, but those for you. Yeah, they may be good for you. They may be good for some people, but it's not good for everybody depending on your blood type. Just like you put the right oil in your car and you put the right gas in your car and you keep putting the wrong stuff in the car, it's going to cause your problems. It can cause your car issues. Well, guess what? Keep putting the wrong food in your body, it's going to do the same thing. So that's why you have to know what you need to be putting in your body. So then you have the O blood type. I'm an O. When they told me I couldn't have catfish, I said, oh, the devil is a lie. I'm going to have my catfish. Well, guess what? After it didn't take very long for me to say, my health is more important than that catfish. So I still may have catfish maybe once or twice a year, but that's about it because it's not what you do 20% of the time, it's what you do 80% of the time. So catfish is not my friend. Avocados, oranges. Every time I would eat oranges, I didn't know why I was itching and getting black spots and everything. Well, because I'm not supposed to have it. White wine, cashews, I felt bloated. Every time I eat cashews, bloated. Well, I'm not supposed to have them. So it all started to make sense. And then you have your AB. Remember, I told you that's a combination of both. So again, there's that chicken, there's that bananas, those are those black beans, avocado, and shrimp. But this is just a small list, but there's a much bigger list that you can get as well. So you definitely want to learn your blood type. So I'm going to ask if you guys can, if you know your blood type, I would ask you to put it in the chat. Somebody can put mine in. I'm an O, and then we can read those off in a little bit, in a few minutes. So because what we want to do is break the generational cycle. Guys, we don't want people to have to, because mama had this and daddy had that and grandma had this. You don't have to do that. I'm telling you, there's things that you can do. And a lot of it starts about what a diet. And the power is truly in your hands. Just like I've seen many people have to go to get blood transfusions. I've seen that happen. If they give you the wrong blood, it could truly kill you. That's why they check, they recheck. What's your name? What's your birthday? What's that code on there? Okay, come back again. What's your name? What's your birthday? They have to make sure that they give you the right blood because truly it could kill you. But guess what? Continually eating the wrong foods in your body and putting in the wrong foods in your body, it could also be slowly killing you. And you say, well, Rachelle, that if knowing my blood type and knowing how to eat for my blood, why am I just learning about that and how it impacts my blood and cells based on my blood type? Why am I just now learning about that? If that's so pertinent, why am I just now learning about that? That would be a good question. Well, guess what? If it isn't taught in medical school, sweetheart, or created by big pharma or pharmaceutical industry, it isn't promoted in the United States. People, big business equals profits over people. They can make a lot more money doing this than trying to keep you healthy. Let's say, for instance, these cigarettes. When they first came in with cigarettes, you saw doctors, you saw people out there just smoking and puffing away. These are good for us. But after a while, they realize, oh, they're not good for us. So let's stick a label on there and say, cause cancer. It always could cause cancer. Then they say, trans fat. We was eating butter. Stop eating butter. Use margarine. Margarine can be on the hottest day as it is today, and it still won't melt. Well, if it won't melt at just normal temperatures, what is it going to do in hot temperature? What is it going to do in my body? It's sitting there, it's clogging up my arteries and things like that. So no, stop with the margarine. Stop with the trans fat. They're not just margarine, but all the other trans fats. We need to stop with that. Nothing good comes from it. 5G cell phones. We constantly having these things in our ears. I'm doing them less and less now until I hopefully maybe get completely away from them, or at least 80% of it. 5G cell phone. We got towers. We got kids constantly having their little phones up to their faces. Constantly on the phone. They're constantly playing with tablets. We're constantly on computers. We're constantly getting those radiation in our body. They said they're finding more people now getting brain cancer and stuff. 5G. They knew that when they started this. They knew that. They knew that. Profits over people. Let me say it again. GMO, genetic modified products. You see more bags. You see more boxes We see more jar. We see so many things, but if they're gonna have them in those things, they have to be able to preserve them. So they got to put all this stuff in there. If you go and pick up a product in a store and it has more than maybe 3 to 5 ingredients, it's a laboratory experiment. Stuff that you can't even pronounce. All this genetically fake food is ridiculous, and they stop it. You can't even get it close to other countries. They're like, you're not bringing it up in here. And it's so sad because they make our food as well. They make our food and they make other countries' food, but they give them the good stuff and they give us the junk that's killing us every day. Every day. Then we say milk. Milk does the body good. That's a lie. That's a lie. We're one of the only species that drink another species' milk, another animal's milk. Only one should be drinking from that cow is the calf. Only milk we should have been drinking from is from our mother. And once we got that, then we leave milk alone. It does inflammation, all kind of mucus in our body. And when you got a lot of inflammation, a lot of pain, a lot of other things, it flares up people's like their inhaler. Every time I see somebody using an inhaler, they say I got to go get, I'm having trouble breathing, and I'm like, are you still drinking milk? Stop with the milk. All the dairy, stop. Now, some countries, when we talked about the blood type, they said, you know what? I think I want to do that. They asked the United States. We said, we don't need that. Well, one of the countries we know that did it, then it was Japan. They adhere to the blood type philosophy. We will do it. United States said, they pushed it off. Well, guess what? Now, life expectancy for Japan average about 84.6%. They live to about that. First, I think they're the top country when it comes to health. We are the 50th. Terrible. Average life in Americans, 76 years young. Now, for African Americans, even worse, 71.8%. See the balance? Is there a balance? Is there anything to even compare? Japan did it, we did not. So, but guess what? You can start following the blood type diet. Anecdotal evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices. You can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life-threatening diseases. You can achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging processes down, and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fats. Now, we have a lot of danger of oxidation levels right now. That's rusting. I just bought some bananas a couple of days ago. I bought them, they were half green and a little yellow, right? Because we knew in a day or so they're going to be yellow all the way. But if another couple more days, they're going to look just like that banana. The air, it hits it. It's oxidized. So after a while, I won't be able to use that banana. But you see those rusty nails, bolts over there? They've been oxidized too. And guess what? Our body's been oxidized. Our body, we have it's rusting, it is burning, it is on fire on the inside. Because you know why? We stopped with that diet, that old diet. So your body, once it's been oxidized, you have oxidation in your body. We have to be able to do something to put the fire out. But what they found out, when your body's like that, guess what? Researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with getting other is oxidation. Oxidation. But how we can combat that is antioxidants. Look at this picture. Take a screenshot. We got goji berries, Dark chocolate, not milk chocolate. Cocoa. That's that bitter chocolate. That's so good for you. We have looks like it's nuts. We have broccoli. We have oranges. We have apples. Then make sure you do the right things for your blood type. Bananas, almonds, all these things, all this colorful. Fruits and vegetables are loaded, guys, with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. Some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer-causing substances as well. We got to get back to that old diet. We got to get back. And then we are deficient in omega-3s. Omega-3s, you can get those from broccoli, from your nuts, from olives, from avocados, from fish, from sardines, from green leafy vegetables. I would probably say I have sardines about 4 to 5 times a week out of the week. Sardines again, yes, because I need my omega-3s. Because what we have way too much of is omega-6s. That's all that stuff in them bags and in them brown bags. And when we go through the drive-throughs, and we go to the store and we get all the preservative box food, we have way too much of that and not nearly enough omega-3s. We need the omega-3s in our diet. That's some fat we need in our diet because the lack of it causes cardiovascular health risk, increased risk of heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure, cognitive declines, increased risk of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Chronic inflammation accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune diseases. Metabolic health. It contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. Contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver, which can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. Immune function. It weakens our immune function, making the body more susceptible to infections. And bone health increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fractures and a higher risk of complications, especially in older adults. So we need those omega-3s. Number 4, many of us are walking around with an unhealthy gut called the microbiome. That's really the technical name. 70% of our immune system is in the gut, you guys. Now, gut issues arise when our diet includes improper food choices and lacks sufficient fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. So many times when we have health issues or gut issues or stomach issues, we think I just got to go take me some acids, or go take this medicine the doctor prescribed for me. But a lot of it, all we need to do is just clean up our diet. We just need to clean up our diet. Signs of a gut issues, digestive issues, weakened immune system, malabsorption, nutritional deficiencies, inflammation, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management, hormonal imbalance, autoimmune conditions. And number 5, parasite invasion. If you've ever eaten meat at any time in your life, I'm almost sure you have parasites still down there in your gut and still down in your body. Now, they say that you can go take you a piece of meat. I want to do this, and I'm going to videotape it. I'm going to go buy me a Coke. I think it was a Coke. And you can put this in my meat, and I'm going to pour raw meat, that Coke. They said when you do that, because parasites love sweet, they said you're going to just see the bugs come up out of that meat. I'm probably like, oh, it's going to be so disgusting. But I'm going to prove a point. If you eat meat, it's going to show you. Other day when I do a health hack Monday through Thursday, and I just saw, matter of fact, it was Friday, and my nephew said, I've seen that ADM where they was talking about ramen noodles, and how they put them under a microscope, and you could just see all the bugs running throughout those noodles. And then they said that 5 people, I don't know if they were kids or some kids and adults, were rushed to the hospital from eating ramen noodles. And they said they felt like it was just stuff crawling on the inside. And 5 of those people died. I was sending that message out to them. You eat ramen noodles, stop eating ramen noodles. But I guess it was just my first time seeing it, but it's been out there. I'm telling you, this fake food, we got to stop. We got to stop. But this parasite invasion is throughout our body. You get chronic infection and inflammation. It leads to heart disease, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. It's in our autopsy. They say when they go to see autopsy, they see where parasites are invading our organs, brain, lungs, and liver. Do our mental health, it said parasite is in our brains now. They don't just stay combined in one area. They're just going in places that you didn't unlock the door. Well, we didn't want them there in our gut either. But now they just have the right to, they're just going everywhere they want to throughout your body. They're even in your brain. They see them in autopsies. They say, and that can cause depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. Oh, that was a bunch of doom and gloom, guys. Let me just wipe my face off. But you know what? There's a solution. I gave you all that, but let me give you a solution to all that. What is the solution? There's 5 steps to generational health. Here we go. But before I tell you that, let me read our disclaimer. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results may vary. Now, number 1, do you know your blood type? Miss Brenda, are you still there? Is Brenda still on? Okay.
Ma'am.
Oh, okay. Could you look in the chat and see what blood types we have out there that was listed? I'm a O. Or did anybody put them in there?
O, A, B, A plus, A positive. I mean,
Okay, so we got O, A, B. A, B's are getting a little bit more popular. I'm starting to hear them on every call that I do.
yes. And I'm a
Um,
B.
and you a B, yeah. So I think we got one of each, don't we?
Yes. I just put
Awesome,
my
awesome.
B.
Well, thank you, darling. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Okay, so now that I know, and if you don't know your blood type, if you are a guest, we will make sure you will know. We're gonna make sure of that. So, as I'm asking, do you know your blood type? Your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. 2, learn what's best for you. Food that heals one can harm another. I've heard this for a while now. One man's food is another man's poison. Number 3, you want to purchase the option that works best based on your goals. So here's one of the kits that we have. This is a 4-day kit. This kit includes a herbal tea, we call it bitters. It includes a nutrition. It's optimal testing for all blood types. It's designed to kickstart the cleansing of your colon and blood. So we have a blood type test in there, and we actually can send you a video to show you how to do your own blood type, do your own test, or someone can come to you and perform it for you. So either way, we're gonna make sure you get that blood type. I know it took me forever to go get my tip. I finally got mine out of state one time because my friend had gone to some she needed to go get some shots for something, I think for her lips or something, I don't know. And I noticed on their board, on a menu, they did blood types. And so I finally decided to do it, paid $130 for my blood type, but I wanted it because I sure couldn't get it from the doctors. So you definitely, but we're gonna teach you how to do that. So you're gonna get a detox meal plan. You're gonna get a sample meal replacement. You're gonna get the fuel. It's an amazing product, and you can be able to download a digital download type for your blood type. And that kit, that's a 4-day. You're going to be able, and a lot of times it lasts a little bit longer than that, but a 4-day, and that kit is only $59.95. You want to start somewhere. This is a great place to start right here And you're going to notice some, you're going to notice a little bit of weight loss. You're going to notice some things with this. Weight loss is what I normally say. And we also have the number 2. I don't really say a whole lot about that because if you decide you want to buy it again, you may say I want to do this thing every month, what have you, then I would always say get that number 1. Why? Not because it costs a little bit more money, but because even though once you learn your blood type, I know you got a mom or a brother or a sister or a cousin or aunt or a loved one that still don't know theirs. So I would say you get yours and you pass that on, you pan it on to someone else so they can get theirs as well. So that's why I say it has all the other products, but it just doesn't have that blood type in that second one. That's why I said just keep getting that first one because there's too many people that still need to get their blood type. So one of the products, like I told you, is you want to detoxify your blood cells. And we have what we call flat belly bitters, which are a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox, primarily due to its impact on digestion and liver function. Now, this is how it works. You want to boost digestion by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acids, which are essential. You want to regulate appetite. It regulates appetite and reduce cravings for unhealthy foods. It supports liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the blood. It eliminates fat-soluble toxins through the digestive system. It alkalines the body and reduces inflammation. It improves microbiome, which is the gut, by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting harmful bacteria. We have again the world's first. It is called the flat belly fuel. It is a meal replacement. I had it yesterday and I stayed full for a very long time, but it tastes so good. It tastes like you're having because I like to use it with frozen fruit. And it just it's like I just have a treat, like I'm having a shake or a malt or something. It is one of the best things, and it makes you full. And it has, but the thing I like about it is so healthy, guys. It's the world's first meal replacement that has all these amazing products in there. I mean, amazing things in there. Let me tell you, it has antioxidant protection. Those omega fatty acids, those omega 3s I was telling you about, them sardines. You tell it has that omega fat in there. It has gut health, prebiotic and probiotic fiber. It eliminates those nasty parasites, and it has blood type support depending on your blood type. It's the world's first. I love, love, love our fuel. And it comes in chocolate berry, fusion, and vanilla. Secondly, we're going to personalize, like I said, the blood type that is best for you. You can download your blood type, redeem that. And then we have what we call a 7-day refresh. This is only 119, and it has a purifier, which is it's like we call it a liquid colonic or liquid like a Drano, but because it's gonna get in there and start cleaning out some of that mess in our colon in our gut, but it's not a rough thing. I mean, it's a smooth kind of you know eliminator, so you don't have to like all day long be squeezing your cheeks together or anything like that. But we wanted to eliminate, we got to start eliminating, guys, because you got a lot of mess in there just festering, just festering. We got to get it out. We used to have a picture floating around where somebody had took it off part of somebody's, cut off part of their colon, and it was thick. It was so full. First, we saw it open, and we saw where it was sliced open, and all you had was so much bile. And they said some of that bile had been in there for probably over 15, 20 some years. We got stuff that's in our gut, on the walls of our gut, that's still out there from when we were kids. So we got to get rid of it. We have the eliminator, which removes parasites and reduce mucus. Regenerator restores the body with superfoods, fiber, prebiotics, and probiotics. And then you have your QR code where you can scan that and get your personalized blood type, 7-day and a 20-day regimen. So you can know get the one that's best for you. So we have this one, and so this picture here. So, but first of all, you see this picture back here, that this is one that tells you like the foods you should have, the foods you should eat every once in a while, and you should totally avoid. We have that, and you can also get that as well, but you're going to get a download of that digital, but you can also buy it, but you can also have it at home. And now these pictures that you're about to see, these are not actors, these are people that we really know. This is one of our Miss Bernadine Kirkland. This is her auntie. You can see they always say, look at the gut, look at the gut. You see how it was protruding before, and after 7 days, guys, look, she got that belt on. You can tell she's moved those loops about 3 to 4 loops more. You can see how her gut went way down. Her hiney then when it came out, nicely to where you could just see a big difference in that. And but look at that gut. You can see she dropped 10 pounds in just 7 days. And then we have our 21 day. You have the exact same thing as you have in a 7 day, but you have it in the 21 day. So many things has happened when people have gone 21 days longer than this just a 7. Because we had one of the ladies was on one day and she said had she stopped at 7, she would have never eliminated these cancerous mass that was in her body. They want to put her on they want to put her in on a colonic bag, one of those bags. And after 9 days, she released it and never had to wear that bag, colostomy bag. Never had to. And so this is a 21 day. This is going for 279, but we have this is Billy right here. You look at his day 1 and then where he ended off on day 21. Billy dropped 30 pounds of waste, guys. So waist equates to weight as well, but he dropped 21 pounds. I mean, 30 pounds in 21 days. That is almost unheard of, but people have done it here. So you can see where his belly was really protruding. And then you look at that 21 days later, even starting his beginning of a first pack, a 1 pack, working on the 6, but he got a 1 pack already started in 21 days, guys. That's amazing. 30 pounds. So I would say that number 3, you might want to decide, you know what? I like what Rachelle's doing. I like what I've heard. If it's your first time or you heard this before, I want to be out there sharing this information with people too. So I would say you could become a wellness influencer or a certified coach. That's when you can transform your own health and earn income. You can gain access to all the products you need to elevate your health by earning 20 to 40% commission on all retail purchases made through your site, including your very, very own. Now, when you talk about aging backwards, our Benjamin Buttons here. This is Miss Ernestine Davis. When she took this picture, she had entered into a bikini contest, standing up next to 20-some-year-olds. Well, at 63 years young, she did that. And she said switching to foods tailored to her blood type helped her lose belly fat, improved her digestion, and achieve 4th place, you guys, in her first contest at 63 years young, looking amazing. These other 3 ladies that's on that magazine, Dr. Yakima Palmer, she's 50 years young on that picture, look absolutely amazing. I think they all placed. And then you have licensed dietitian, Miss Karen Carruthers, and again, Minister Davis, or Ernestine Davis. They all did well. This is when you're talking about starts with your blood type. It starts with your blood type, age reversal. Now I'm gonna show you for really quick some pictures of some other people who did our 21 day. And I'm gonna just keep saying, focus on that gut. Day 1, day 21, 15-pound down in 21 days. Look at this. See how that gut? Look at it now. 21-day results, guys. Look at all these pictures. Keep looking at the gut. Look at the before, look at the after, the gut, 21 days. Look at the gut. Look at the gut. And I know JC said right here, he said he lost 30 pounds too in his 21 days. Mr. Mooney, he said he lost twins. He lost 20 pounds in his 21 days. He says, I lost a set of twins. This young yet, Miss Javette, she said she was so proud of what happened to her in 21 days. She said, you know what? I can't keep this to myself. I'm going to go write me a book on my 100. She's going to stay on it for a 100-day journey. And said she was so happy to go out and share that with so many people and how it changed her life. Her results, how it changed her life. She wrote a book called My Guide to Your 100-Day Journey to Better Health. I love it. And so I say all that. And then, we now came out with a game changer. We have a product called Hemp Govee. Drink your way to slim. I love my hemp Govee. Oh, I need to take I took it earlier and I forgot I have to do my other, just have to use a little bit of a scooper. You take it and mix it in 4 ounces of water, taking a shot. because a lot of people are doing other shots. They're injecting themselves with shots. Well, guess what? We ain't about the injecting. We want you to take a shot, drink a shot, and you're going to be able to also drink your way to slim with hemp Govi. This product is absolutely amazing, and it's worth that shot of taking. We have a new line of drinkables that allows you to ditch the injectables and drink your way to a slimmer waist and a flatter tummy. We call it a game changer because it's packed with powerful plant-based ingredients. Hemgobi works synergistically to target key areas of weight management while promoting overall wellness. It has a fat burning, which activates your body's fat burning potential with hemp-derived compounds. It boosts metabolism, enhance energy, expenditure, and keeps your metabolism working efficiently. It curbs your appetite, reduce cravings, and stay on track with a blend of natural appetite suppressants. It supports digestive health. Gentle detoxifying ingredients aid the liver and gastrointestinal system. It promotes overall balance. Hemp-derived cannabinoids and supports stress reduction. And we do all that with this product. It is amazing. We see an amazing results of being on this product. 8 key ingredients in this product. We have organic green tea, boosts metabolism, supports fat burning, enhances mental clarity. Organic hemp seed powder supports muscle recovery, improves heart health, enhances digestion. MCT coconut powder enhances cognitive functions, promotes fat burning, supports gut health, and provides sustained energy. L-carnitine supports fat metabolism, improves exercise performance, enhances endurance. Conjugated linoleic acid supports fat loss, preserves lean muscle, and reduces inflammation. Supports metabolism. Ashwagandha powder reduces stress and anxiety, enhances endurance, and supports hormone balance. Rosea extract boosts mental focus, reduces fatigue, and enhances physical performance. And insulin aids digestion, promotes gut-friendly bacteria, and enhances nutrient absorption. So when I say this product is a game changer, hemp Govi. Now, we're going to learn how cannabis and the blood type diet, how it works. Did you know cannabis reduces inflammation, helps manage stress, and improve digestion? And when you can add the blood type diet and cannabis together, it is a powerful thing. It is a powerful duo. And so because we heard that they have lower stomach acid and higher stress and susceptible to heart disease. We said B, susceptibility to autoimmune conditions and nervous disorders. And we have O, higher risk of inflammatory conditions, arthritis and overacidity. AB, sensitivity to digestion and immune stressors. Well, by leveraging the properties of CBD and cannabis alongside the blood type diet, individual can achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to wellness tailored to their unique biological predispositions. The endocannabinoid system, we all have one. We all have an endocannabinoid system. Cannabis is a holistic solution. Unlike pharmaceuticals, when you take cannabis, it helps with our guts, our brain, our kidneys, our lungs, our eyes, so many things. It helps to bring the body back into balance. But unlike pharmaceuticals that often target single symptoms, well, I'm gonna help this, and then sometimes it helps that, and it hurts 5 other things. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them do. The cannabinoids interact with the ECS to provide systematic benefits, offering a more natural approach to health and well balance. It brings the body back into balance. You may say, CBD? What do you mean? I wanted to stay away from CBD. I heard one of the Miss Bernie, she said, I didn't want the C, but the B or the D. I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want to get high. Well, guess what? We have to start unlearning things that we think we know, unlearn some things. Because CBD is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. Out of more than 85 different cannabinoids, it is the second most common next to delta 9 tetracannabinoid THC. Unlike THC, CBD is non-psychotropic, so you don't get high from CBD. I take CBD almost every day. I take 3 drops. And it just does, like you said, it helps with pain. It just helps to keep my body in balance. Then we have THCA. It is a compound that is naturally occurs in industrial hemp. Out of more than 100 different cannabinoids, the THCA is non-psychoactive precursor to THC, found in raw cannabis. But when heated, when you heat it, whether you put it in coffee or you cooking it or you smoking it or whatever, THCA converts into THC, the psychoactive compound. Now it becomes a psychoactive compound once you heat it. It's time to elevate, guys. It's time to elevate. It's time to do something different. It's time to change our health, get our health on a more higher, healthier stance. We have amazing CBD products. We formulate our proprietary blends of herbs and botanicals to elevate our well-being. We have what we call raw cannabis trend is THCA. Raw THCA aligns with plant-based diets offering therapeutic benefits without the highs similar to juicing cannabis leaves or flowers. It's particularly strong benefits with these conditions. It helps with these conditions. It helps with arthritis. This is raw cannabis, THCA. It helps with arthritis, autoimmune disorder, anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, and cancer. These are some of the things that raw cannabis does. The RSO, Rick Simpson oil concentrate, is CBD and THC in a vial oral syringe. You can put a little bit on the syringe, then I stir it up, put it in my coffee. It helps with pain, anxiety, sleep, Parkinson's, anti-inflammatory, stimulates appetite, neurological issues. It helps with antioxidants. And number 4, you want to transform your diet and dramatically improve your health, because we are going to break the generational cycle of illness. Like I said, you don't have to have a lot of these things because somebody in your family did. You don't have to. I know they ask us those questions when we go to doctors. Well, who had this in your family? And you filling out all this stuff, and then they're gonna say, okay, well then they'll probably get all this stuff, but you don't have to. A lot of time we have what they did, we have what they have because we still doing what they did. Or now we're doing even worse. We're doing a lot more. So we want to share the gift of health, inspire others, create generational health with your success story. We want to support your family's unique health journey. We're going to be doing we have a comprehensive health test called the bioscan, and it checks your omegas, your gut, its vitamins, heart, liver, and kidneys. Those test results, those test results usually run, it's like a valued at $1,000. However, we can do it all for $189 special. That sounds much better, but this even sounds better. If you decide you want to get some products, you want to get product like once a month, you can add the comprehensive test for only $50 upgrade. Only $50. It's valued at 1,000, and 189 if sold separately, which is still at that $1,000 value. Now, I told you we have amazing products, and we actually have over 70. We have over 70 products. We have our energy, our coffee. I'm waiting for mine to come in. We have our essential oils. We have our elite pain. Keep that in my purse because somebody's always, somewhere you go, they're always in pain. You can give them a little of that and they just like, what is that? It works so well. And then we have our healthy hair, and we have our your infused culinary. You want to infuse that with some of those amazing products, your food. So we may do testimonies at the end, but right now we're going to keep going. So like I said, I'm just going to go over real briefly what I said earlier. We have you can pick out which plan works best for you, whether it was our 4-day, you can work on that plan. We also personalize your blood type, becoming a wellness influencer. And one of the things I'm going to show you how wellness influencer, how it can just be amazing thing to be a part of, because you have this young lady, Stormy Steele. She took her first she was the first TikTok streamer to sell over $1 million in one session. She sold over $1 million in one session. And then came along Lee Jack. He achieved over 1.7, guys. This is billion with a B. B is in boy. He achieved over 1.7 billion in sales in 12 hours live streaming, selling lipstick. Lipstick, 1.7 billion. I know if Jack can sell lipstick and do that, I know we can do this. But let me tell you, it's a game changer. It really is a game changer. Being an influencer, it really makes a huge difference. Influencers hold the power to shape brand perception, drive massive sales, and create personal connection with audiences. Those who ignore this trend risk falling behind in rapidly evolving digital economy. The influencer economy isn't just a trend, you guys. It's the future of marketing. Now, the time is now, though. The time is now. The influencer business is booming. Viral trends like TikTok, made me buy it, have reshaped consumer behavior, driving millions in product sales. The influencer market is currently at 33 billion globally, projected to reach 107 to 190 billion. That's again a B as in boy, a B as in billion. It is projected to reach 107 to 190 billion by 2030. But we only have 4.5 years before that happens. So you'll want to be a part of it before it happens, before that kicks in. It's amazing. Now, we have a wellness influencer pack. Like we said, we have that's like for $3.99. You're going to get a 21-day dose reset. You're going to get bitters. You're going to get a fuel sample, extreme pain relief, get your own website, social media 101, account certification. And you're going to get paid as this rank, even though you haven't even hit it. You're going to get 3 months of pay for hitting a rank called Pearl. And you may not have even done it, which I think is amazing. So that one is a $399. And then we have a certified wellness coach. That one's priced at $14.99. And you got raw cleanses, extreme pain, and premium, sample pain, pearly plant coffee, flat belly fuel. You got 4-pack pure label gummies. You just got a lot of products. They valued up to 2,000 and something. And you can get it for only $14.99. $14.99, and you're getting over $2,000 worth of product. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, our goal is to empower over 1 million families to improve their health and wellness. Listen, we have what these different countries. They have people that live in these particular tribes. There's only 6 called blue zones. You may say, Rachelle, what's a blue zone? Where there are 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat and live longer than average. We have one in Loma Linda that's in Ohio, I believe, Costa Rica, Italy, Greece, Japan, and Singapore. These people live a lot longer, and they're still riding bikes, swimming. They're still doing things that you don't catch people where we are doing those things. They're still picking up in their garden. I see them just on their knees. I'm like, oh my gosh, these people, some of them are 90 and 100 years old as well. But we want to affect 1.5. We want to affect 1.5% in the United States. We want to hit those many people. So that means we have to reach out to over maybe like 5 million people in the world. We're going to keep on. We're going to reach out because we know we want to impact over 1 million people. So it means we got to reach out to at least 5 million people now. And if those people decided they want to purchase some product for only at $50, That would equate to over $250 million in sale. Because as you talk to these people, 80% of them are going to reject you, but we still going to impact 1 million. That's our goal. Impact 1 million people. So let me say this. If you didn't know this, did you know the first 100,000 people to 150,000 involved in a business would earn you up to 80% of the company's wealth of a company? If you get in between 100 to 150,000, 150K, wait a minute. But guess what? Akana, we have less than 50,000 guys. Less. So do you think this is a great opportunity? We're just coming up out the basement. We're just coming up out the basement. As they said, you want to be there 100 to 150, you're going to earn 80% of the wealth of a company. Because when you see, this is called the S curve. When you see back here in the pointary state, that's when they're figuring it out. They're figuring this thing out. They're cutting down the weeds. They're figuring it out. And as it continues to go up, and then it hits this thing called momentum right in here. But then, because once you get close to that billion, and when that thing starts to stabilize, you miss the money. You might make something, but you miss the majority of the money. Because once it becomes a stabilized, once it hit that billion, it has stabilized. The time to get in would be now. This would be now. And so I'm telling you right now, Harvard Business School said you want to select a company that's at least 18 months old. 90% of companies fail their first 18 months. According to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000, how many I tell you Akana had? Less than 50,000. It is a great opportunity. If less than 100K, we have less than 50,000. It is an opportunity of a lifetime. What we have is an opportunity of a lifetime. So this is the opportunity of a lifetime. We're saying we welcome. We hope that if you are a guest, I know the one that invited, they're going to get back with you, but I am saying we welcome to Akana, because you could not find a better company than this. We love this company, and we love what they go after. Oh, did I just knock myself out? Okay, I'm trying to get out of this. We know what we're striving for, and we're striving to make the world a better place, and that's what we're doing. So I am going to stop. Oh, that can stop it. There we go. I'm going to stop our share. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions?
That
Anyone
means you
have any
did a
questions?
great job. That means you did a great job, Rachelle.
Absolutely.
Yes, it was
Absolutely.
wonderful. Wonderful.
Excellent presentation. Beautiful.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have any guests on?
Great job.
Thank you, honey.
I'm ready to sign up all over again. Just by listening to you. Oh, wow.
Oh my
I'm
goodness. Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna go
it's
have some more him Govey.
Yeah.
we're gonna have some more help.
Yeah.
I gotta go take my next shot because I haven't had my next shot. So I need to do that. So it won't let me cut off this recording. So I guess but we don't have any questions. I want to thank you guys. I'm sending you my hug. Thanks for hopping on. And I'll see you every second Sunday, Lord willing, of the month. So thank you guys for hopping on. I appreciate it.
Thank
Okay, bye
you.
for
Have a
now.
good
Okay.
day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great day,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Everybody have a
Yes.
good one. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Bye-bye.
And she
Oh.